Duquesne Light is a privately held, investor-owned electric utility. We are what's known as a UDC, some people call it a DISCO. We do only distribution, we don't own generation. We service over 600,000 customers in 2 counties in western Pennsylvania. Primary county is Allegheny, where you have the city of Pittsburgh, and then Beaver County, which is an outlying rural county that's next to Allegheny. There's a lot going on in the industry that's driving a need to both leverage the current system to do more than was originally envisioned in its mission and charter, while also setting us up for what will be the AMI 2.0 solution. So grid planning is important to the utility because it is what allows us to adapt to the changes that are going on within our distribution network. In the past, that was historically kind of a somewhat monolithic process where you would know about a new development or a new industrial park or a large customer, and you had a lot of time to go through what would be a very manual process. Nowadays you have all of that, but you also have EV adoption and solar PV battery implementations that literally show up into the grid essentially, and you need to be able to respond to that. So it's a much more dynamic process, but essentially it's allowing you as a utility to prepare your infrastructure to ensure it can be able to maintain a reliable capability to support the customer base. A grid planner would essentially have to manually request that someone from our smart meter operations center reach out and what we call pull the meter through our OpenWay system. And this was a very tedious manual process, meter at a time. Definitely was suboptimal for doing larger projects where you might need hundreds if not thousands of meters worth of information. Essentially our planners were using tools like Microsoft Excel to try to manage what were becoming increasingly large data sets. The highline goal for us was to really automate what is essentially an impossible manual process, right? It's just that we are talking about big data. That gets thrown around a lot. We really wanted to have not only a home for the data, but a set of tools and an environment that can just generate outcomes. If a customer had an issue or perceived an issue with the performance of the network, i.e. their voltage was low or high, or they were getting flickering lights or whatnot, there was not a lot we could do because all of our information was basically, well, this is how it's designed, how is it functioning? So it almost always resulted in field activities, which is extremely expensive and cumbersome and generally not a very good customer service because it takes time and it's intrusive. I personally moved into a new home in Duquesne Light territory and noticed my voltage was low. And as a result, our system planners and our folks on that side of the fence were able to look within 5 minutes and identify that yes, I indeed had a low voltage situation. Previously been something that would have had to result in a field trip and a lot of human capital. So it's just the mean time to answers that we can address through a solution like this that's tremendously impactful. Leveraging and extending the capabilities currently of our legacy AMI system. Getting more life out of that system and more value from that system is hugely valuable, and it buys us time to essentially get it right. We process 12 times the data that we used to process every single day for the grid planner that we used to process for our entire billing process. We have something we call the North Star, which is our kind of guiding principle, direction for all of our grid enhancements and changes. And this is a linchpin in that delivery, the ultimate delivery.